Hello, welcome back to my channel. My name is Adibola, and on this channel, we talk all things money. And today, I will be sharing with you 5 things I did to stop wasting my evenings after work. I still work 9 to 5. Yes. This is an integral part of my life. I really love what I do. And as a matter of principle, I give my best at work and I ensure that I continue to deliver results. And I still have things that I do outside my 9 to 5. For example, running this beautiful YouTube community. I have another community called Go Quarters where individuals come together to learn from each other on how to be more productive, how to be wealthy, and how to be healthy individuals. And I also still run masterclasses teaching people on how they can manage their finances. And I am married with 4 boys. So, how do I get to do all these things that I do, without it impacting my 9 to 5 and also helping me to continue to live my best life? So, today I'm going to be sharing those 5 things with you. And I will be looking at my notes as always because I don't want to miss out any points. So, the first one I have here is that I have learned over the years to separate what I need to do and what I feel like doing. And I always say this because a number of times when people work 9 to 5 and get home, they say they don't have time anymore. They are tired or they just don't feel like doing anything. This is understandable. But if you have pet projects, if you have things that you really want to do outside your 9 to 5, if you have dreams outside your 9 to 5, you have to be able to separate what it is you really like to do, what it is you really need to do, and whether you feel like doing it or not, it doesn't really matter. It is about it needs to be done, it has to be done. And that birthed my definition of discipline. For me, discipline is doing what needs to be done, whether or not it is convenient. And sometimes also, I think the challenge is people don't even know where to put out their energy. For example, somebody says, "Oh, I want to learn how to play tennis." If you're clear about that thing, you can then start thinking, okay, I will put in energy after work into learning how to play tennis. And then you can start looking for, okay, can I get a coach? Okay, what can I do to learn how to play tennis? The challenge is if you don't know what you want to do. And that takes me to number 2. You have to be clear what really you would like to do outside your 9 to 5. For some people, their 9 to 5 fills their time. And when they get home, they don't even want to do anything else because they've had their fill. This video probably wouldn't be for you. But if there are things you really want to do, you want to, learn a new skill, learn a new hobby, start a side hustle, whatever it is, you have to get that clarity first. And then you have to know those exact things that you have to do. And not just about knowing them, it's also about, doing them. You have to allocate time to do them. And you also have to understand that it's not going to be very easy, but because it will eventually give you that peace of mind, that joy and all that, you have to commit time into doing it. So over the years, I've just learned to say, you know what? Some days I don't feel like going to the gym, I still go anyways. Some days I don't feel like reading a book, I still read it anyways. Some days I don't feel like doing some things, I still do it because I know overall it is moving me towards that big fulfillment that I am looking for. So that's the first thing I did, to say, for me, I don't think there is much choice. I just want to live my best life. And I know that the projects that I run, for example, this YouTube community, Go Quarters, being a mom, being a wife, all those things sort of fill me up and it just sort of add to my fulfillment jar, if there is anything like that. Then the second thing that I have here is the success equation. For me, success equals effort plus ability plus attitude. So I'm going to double click on the ability because I also understand that everything that I need to do rests on me having the skills, the required skills. I have to continuously learn. That's how I can build on my ability to do those things. Sometimes we don't do the things we want to do because we are not able to do them. Some people will tell you, "Oh, I want to start learning how to sew." But you don't know how to sew. So you have to commit time to learning how to sew for you to be, say, a fashion designer, for example. But that time after work presents you an opportunity to then begin to learn. What I do is, especially when I start YouTube, I dedicate time every evening. Is it I'm learning how to edit, or I'm learning how to record, or I'm just watching YouTube videos on how to be a good YouTuber? If you go to my old videos, you would be able to tell that, I have grown over time, in terms of the quality of my video, the quality of my editing, and all those things. So I think use the time after work to basically learn new skills. I also try as much as possible, to read articles, to write. I write a lot. I write for my LinkedIn. I have a newsletter. I'm going to leave the link in the description box. I share money tips on a weekly basis. You can check me out and also subscribe. Sometimes I'm writing for my community goal quarters, and sometimes I'm writing scripts. Yeah, this is the time I basically use to learn, to write, to develop myself, to grow my ability to be able to do all those things that I really want to do. And the third one I put here is on physical fitness. It is very important that I continue to take care of my mental energy and my physical energy. So this is the time as well that I spend to take care of myself. So I go to the gym. I try to do 3 or 4 times in a week. And this also happens right after work. And for me, I say it a lot, going into the gym for me sometimes, it's not just about physical fitness, it's also about that mental clarity. I used to joke that it's like clearing the cobweb off my brain. The fourth thing I did to stop wasting my evening is also to slot in between the hours, listening to podcasts. That was a huge part of my 2024. Is that I'm at the gym and I am listening to a podcast, maybe from Trevor Noah or Stephen Bartlett or whatever podcast I'm listening to. It helps me also, generate new ideas. For example, sometimes I'm at the gym, I would have to pause and type something in my notes to say, I'm going to check this when I get home, because it is an idea that I picked from listening to a podcast. And then the last thing I do, just to stop wasting my evening, is to reflect and then plan for the next day. And I have a book that I use for this, my goal book. Every day I get to put in my beautiful journal, which I created, by the way. I will leave the link in the description box if this is something that will be useful to you. I put in here how my day has been, and I basically just reflect on what could have been done better, what am I most proud of, all those, beautiful things about the day. I try to reflect again and put it in there. And then I plan for the next day. What are the core things that I need to do the following day? For example, do I need to write a YouTube script? For example, do I need to, write a newsletter? Do I need to publish on LinkedIn? Do I need to write a program for my masterclass? I always have things planned for the following day, and this sort of help me after work the following day to get right into action, doing the things that really matter to me. I think generally we have time. And I always say this, what sometimes we don't have is the enthusiasm and the energy, but there is time. The same energy we put into our 9 to 5, if we channel it into our 5 to 9, we will be able to do most of the things that we really want to do. To summarize, be clear on what you want, because I think that's always the first step. Be clear on those things that would give you fulfillment outside your 9 to 5. Once you're clear, know the things that you need to do on a daily basis to continue to learn or to continue to put, energy into that thing that you really want. And once you know that, always have like a list of things that you need to do so that each day you know specifics what you're going to do to maximize your evenings. I understand that for some people also there will be commute time. You can't use this time to listen to podcasts. You can't use this time to listen to an audiobook, but make sure that you fill your time with something that is productive and that will lead you into achieving that thing that you really want for yourself outside your 9 to 5. And I hope this video has been helpful. And yeah, that's how I've been able to do all the things that I do. Some people ask sometimes, do you have more than 24 hours? No, I don't have more than 24 hours. I just sort of make those hours that I have outside work to really, really reflect where I am going, to reflect what I want, and to continue to learn and grow. If this video has been helpful, you would also like my video on how to manage your money like the 1% of us. I'll see you in the next video.